Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at an updated version of DIY Detail Rinseless Wash. So this is actually V2, and I will mention this right off the bat. The guys over at DIY Detail were kind enough to send me a bottle of version 2. So I appreciate the guys at DIY Detail for sending out a new bottle of it in a 16-ounce version. The gallons came out first. So let's just talk about this for a minute here. So if you have, so I've actually already used this once. And I will say that the changes in this are subtle, but good. So let's put it that way. And I will mention this. So if you have version 1, keep using it. Don't throw it away. Don't just continue using it, and then transition over to version 2. As I mentioned, the changes are subtle. Cleaning power is about the same. Slightly better on this, but overall you're not going to notice much change in that aspect. The main aspect that you're going to notice between the two is the increased lubricity with version 2. Still foams, still works really well. So again, if you have DIY version 1, just use it up. You know, I think Detailed Image, at least as the last time I saw, they were doing a closeout deal on version 1. So if you want to pick up some version 1 for pretty cheap, you can go ahead and choose that. The way you can tell if you have version 1 versus version 2, if I turn these bottles upside down, is version 1 is this one on my right hand, has that real yellow color. Version 2 has that milky type appearance on here. So that's the dead giveaway if you have version 2 versus version 1. So again, version 1 is still a good product. And I know the other thing that people are going to ask is, where does this rank in my category? Honestly, between this and Hero, you can interchange them at the top. That's how good this one is. So let's just go ahead and get to it. Again, dilutions, all the uses that you can with version 1 pertain to version 2. Standard dilution ratio 256:1. So I actually have, that's the birds from next door, the neighbor there. So I have 3 gallons in there. I'm going to add 45 milliliters of product in here. I always mix up 3 gallons because I take about half a gallon. That's close enough. I take half a gallon into my pump sprayer for that. So let's just go ahead and close that up, and we'll mix it in here. So I'm going to blind myself because I don't have I'm going to put my glasses on. It's 79 degrees out here, but it's not hot. It's just warm, sunny, and breezy. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up. Put that in there. Okay, so we're going to mix this up. Just make sure there's nothing else in the straw. So that's the pump sprayer, the same mixture that's in the bucket. I'm going to pump this up and get it primed and ready. Okay, so that's primed for now. I'm going to take a towel, because we're going to do a towel just to grab some dirt, and I want to show you the cleaning ability that this thing has. And for now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the DIY Detail Legacy sponge. I just actually cleaned this with all-purpose cleaner, and I just rinsed it out, so my sponge actually looks a lot cleaner. We're going to dunk this here as well, and once I use up the towel, I'll transition over to a dual sponges. And let me grab my drying towels while I'm at it. Actually, I probably won't even need this sponge. Let me take this thing out. I'll put it up here for now. If I need it, I'll grab it. And we'll take a couple drying towels in here. I'm going to take C6 mist because I want to show you something too with C6 mist. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do this portion here. You can see that it is dirty. It's got some stuff on there. Now this car is coated with what is it? Has Hydrolite. I was drawing a blank there for a minute. Okay, so we'll do this side here with the towel. So I grabbed a gray towel. Hopefully you guys can actually see the type of dirt this thing pulls up. Okay, so yeah, you can actually see it's dirty. See it right there. I know people want to see the extreme case. Your car's not dirty enough. Well, if you maintain it properly, it shouldn't be dirty. But I understand that there's certain conditions where you can't do that. So I've used that side. And we'll just wash this side. That actually wasn't too bad on that side. Okay, so that side wasn't that dirty. So I basically have used most of it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on that side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab dirt from the glass without pre-soaking. Grab from there. Grab it from there. So there you go, plenty of dirt in there for you guys. And I'm just gonna grab my towel. If it was really hot, I'd recommend to dry this and work section by section, but it's not super hot right now. It's just sunny. And then if this dries on the surface, it's polymer spots. You can see it wipes off really easy. So you'll notice the increased lubricity under the towel, and that's what one of the changes to the product. Which I do like. But I normally don't wash with a towel. That's the problem. That's not my problem, but that's one of the things is that I don't really wash with a towel. Like, I don't use those double flips. I don't use the multiple towel method, period. I just do it for demonstration purposes so you guys can actually see it. So that's how easy it is to wipe off. And yeah, it does feel pretty good. So I'll do that there. So let's do the other side. And we'll pre-soak this. Okay, so that's pre-soaked. And we're going to take the DIY Detail Legacy Sponge. I'm going to bring this with me. Okay, so most of the time I'm using a sponge to wash. That's just my preferred method. Normally I just take my sponge and go one direction on the flatter surfaces. And I was watching a video where some guy saw, it doesn't look super dirty, where some guy says, oh, the water's still dirty on the surface. If it's still dirty, just flip your sponge over. And what this is going to do, go down this way. What this is going to do is it's going to pick up the dirt on this side that may have been left on the surface. And now the water looks a lot cleaner, the solution that's on there. So I just take the Legacy sponge, and as soon as you dunk it in there, you can see that it's pretty clean. So again, this thing still really, the sponge still releases dirt really well. Just get some of that excess out of there. And even my sponge glides effortlessly on the surface. And I said the changes are subtle in terms of like cleaning. but the lubricity is what you can really feel. So okay, so let me just go ahead and get this because I want to show this demonstration here. So I haven't showed this before. Now, C6 mist, you don't need a drying aid with the rinseless wash. Okay, that's not it's not a requirement. If you wanted to, you could. So because this has hydrolyte, I'm going to stick with C6 ceramics mist, and so this is a drying aid. Shake this up. Let me see if I got this loose. So I'm going to just spray one. Just a few spritzes here and there. And I would take my towel and I would dry it like so. So I'm just showing you different ways to use a rinseless wash here with a drying aid and without a drying aid. Now this is going to alter the surface tension. It's going to leave protection behind. It's not meant to be durable protection. You can do the same thing with any of the other coatings, the 8-year, 5-year, 3-year, and you can use ceramic gloss. With this having hydrolyte, I'm going to stick with the C6 mist as a topper whenever I choose to top it. And this is just for demonstration purposes. I'm not going to top it. It doesn't need it. So I think leaves some real nice slickness. Flip it over just in case I missed anything. Okay, perfect. So that's going to stay there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some more dirt for you from the glass, because it has been it was dewy it did have dew the other day. Okay, so I got plenty of dirt. I'll grab my towel here for a minute. Ooh. And you can see in direct sun, it's not bad. No issues. Okay, so I'm leaving that towel there for a minute. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase the cleaning ability of this. I'm going to take the sponge out of here for a minute. Put that right here for a second. Just to show you how well this cleans my towel here. So you can see that I do have dirt on the towel in these areas here. Pretty obvious. So if we take this and we just gently, if you just dunk it in there, and you come back out, it does come out fairly clean. So just a little bit of stuff in there, and then if I slightly agitate it against the grit guard, this towel comes out perfectly clean. So again, the cleaning power is definitely there with DIY, just like it was with version 1. And so if you still have version 1, just continue to use that version. I'm going to transition to both of these here. So if you have version 1, finish it off, enjoy it. Still a good product here. And then you can transition over to version 2. But version 2 does have some real nice added lubricity when you're using it on the surface. Cleaning power, you just saw me dunk it in the bucket, and you saw it clean not only my wash mitt, but also the legacy sponge. So it releases dirt just as good as any other product on here. Again, version 2 is a real nice upgrade from version 1, and the paint looks really good, cleans well. Again, you can feel the lubricity on the towel is where you're going to feel it. With a sponge, they all feel about the same. So I just want to give you guys a quick little look at DIY Detail Rinseless version 2, a real nice upgrade from version 1. Still does a good job. So if you guys have any comments or questions on version 2, go ahead and post down below. If you guys are have used it, go ahead and post your thoughts down below. It's a real nice upgrade from version 1. I've been enjoying it. Again, this is the second time I've used it. I used it the previous time on there, and it did a good job in both situations here. So again, thanks for watching. I will catch you next one. So take care, everyone.